guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Today I'm back with another pick a card reading about your past life. So today we're going to be diving into the energy of your past life, who you were in your past life, what struggles you had, what strengths you had, and we're going to really see how it's affecting this life, because who we were in a past life, that energy, it doesn't just go away. Most of the time, the struggles that we faced in a past life are struggles that we will face in this life until our soul learns to overcome it and get through it so that our soul can keep evolving. So that's what we're going to get into today. And before we pick a pile and get all into that, I want to do a quick little meditation with you guys, just 30 seconds. I'm going to use my chakra bowl today. So what I want you to do is really just find a quiet space real quick and just close your eyes and relax and just think about you in your past life. So just kind of close your eyes and think, what energy was I before this lifetime? And yeah, it's gonna help you pick your pile. So I'm going to play this and I'm gonna close my eyes and just follow along and just take deep breaths. So here we go. Okay, now let's get into our piles. We have pile number 1, which is Amethyst crystal, pile number 2 with clear quartz, and pile number 3 with Citrine. So now that you're kind of in your zone and you're relaxed, pause this video and just feel what pile you're really pulled to. Don't just go to the first one. Really feel 1, 2, or 3, or amethyst, clear quartz, or citrine. Just feel what your intuition is pulling you towards. Now, once you pick your pile, you can check the description box or the comments down below, and you can click your timestamp, and that will bring you right to your reading. Okay, so without further ado, pile number 1, let's get into it. For those of you who picked pile number 1, welcome. Let's get into your past life. So we'll put our amethyst right here. Okay, so let's see who you were in your past life. First, we have financial and material changes, rejoice in celebration, fertility, and power. Okay, so group number 1, I feel that you in one of your past lives, you're very powerful. I feel that your energy broke kind of a chain that has been going on in your lives. In one of your past lives, that energy was really broken and changed. So I feel that you might have struggled a little bit in some of your lives, but this one that I'm feeling, you started a new pattern for yourself, for your soul going forward. You broke out of the realm of financial struggles that you were in multiple lives. And in this life, you worked hard. You had a ton of family and friends who were supportive of you. I see that you were very successful. You were a business person. You were someone who was very into caring for others and providing services for others. That's what I'm feeling. And this so far is kind of around your work life in your past. So I'm feeling that energy will have to do with this life, and we'll get into that. But so far, I feel that you were someone who took your money serious. You took your career serious. Whatever you did to service others was really the focus of this lifetime. I also see a lot of celebration that I feel came from how hard you were working. Your services provided you with the lifestyle that you really wanted, that you really worked for, that gave you the opportunity to travel. I'm feeling traveling a lot, celebration. With this fertility card here, I feel that this was kind of, you were fertile in every aspect of your life. You were growing in your business, you were growing in your home, you were growing in your social life. This is a very fruitful situation. And power, this card right here, power, I'm feeling that this is really representing your base energy in your past life. You were someone very assertive, someone very everyone came to you for help. And yeah, so far, group number one, I feel that you were really someone who was in a high position in your past life. And then we have 2 3 cards right next to each other as well. So that's kind of maybe if your number is 3, if you see a lot of 3s, I'm feeling that the frequency of 3 has to do with your life, with your past life, and with your current life. So maybe 3 is your lucky number in this life. That could be a confirmation that you picked the right group, or this could be a confirmation that this energy is going to be traveling into this life. So let's get more into it. But yeah, group number 1, you guys were very assertive. You were very on top of the world, if you will. You were in charge of, you were not in charge of, but you were handling, really, I'm getting finances and work a lot with this group. So I feel that this life specifically that we're tapping into wasn't that long ago. So let's see what else. Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords. With this card, I feel, yeah, you definitely worked really hard in your past life to get this abundance that you achieved. This also what's coming through is that you went through not just a lot. I'm feeling that your success in your work in your past life really had an important play in your spiritual life, because with this card also, not only am I feeling that you were in a high power, but this is also very brings the energy of wisdom and looking deep within. And I feel that because you are someone who focused so much on your work in your past life, for some of you, this could be a symbol that you need to focus more on yourself and diving into yourself this life. Or this could mean for some of you that your soul, it sparks something in your soul to start diving deeper, because I feel that you guys are also filled with wisdom, and I feel very spiritual people, and your past life might have been too surrounded by work. Although you were very successful and you were very abundant, I feel that your soul had a part of it that wasn't tapped into. And then with this 4 of Swords, I feel that, yeah, you worked very hard, but yet you still felt like a part of you wasn't completed, a part of you wasn't recognized. And then we have the Moon. Yeah, okay, you guys are definitely intuitive, you're definitely spiritual, and I'm seeing that in your past life. You didn't really dive into that very much, but the start of you becoming more aligned with your inner self started in this past life. Let's see what else we have. But yeah, I feel that in this life, what you might be not struggling with, but maybe a theme that you've seen in your life is that you're drawn to spirituality, you have a strong intuition, but you might not be really focusing on those aspects because you might be someone who is really focused on work or puts all their energy into their career, and that energy is coming from you being such a workaholic and such a high power in your past life. Next, we have the 8 of Wands. Yeah, so your energy was definitely all over the place. It was not chaotic because it doesn't seem that things went wrong in your past life, but just always moving, always going to the next thing, always working for the next best thing, which is awesome. But I feel that you might have been neglecting a part of yourself. So let's get more into that and see. Okay, we have the 10 of Swords, and with the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords here, I can't pick it up. Yeah, I'm feeling conflict. I'm feeling that you you left a part of yourself behind because your energy was so focused on working and working and working. And in this life, I feel that you might be struggling with connecting with your intuition, connecting with your spirituality, connecting with the part of yourself who wants to explore multiple aspects and areas in your life. And you I feel that group number one, you struggle with that, and it's hurting you. It's feeling like you're putting all your energy into something that you don't feel energy coming back from. And that's because you're not supposed to be focusing on just one aspect right now, group number one. This is a new start for you. This life is, your past life brought you the energy of fast moving energy because you're meant to go explore multiple different areas, but you're kind of zoning that energy into one area, which in this case is work, or it could be studying. And of course those things are good to be into, but you need balance. You need to put your energy into other things that make you happy, not just one specific thing, because I feel that right now, group number one, in this life, you are struggling with connecting with yourself and keeping that connection. That's what I'm feeling. Let's see what else we have. Okay, balance. All right, we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, your energy is very stagnant right now. I feel that it's not moving as quickly as it should, because you have this energy of the Eight of Wands. You have an energy that is very, on the go and hyper. You're probably the life of the party. You're probably the person who never needs to take a nap because you're always full of energy. But yet in this life, because you're not balancing out your energy, it's becoming very stagnant. It's becoming very slow moving. And it doesn't mean it's stopped. Your energy is still here. And the Knight of Cups definitely represents how you have that control of your emotions and your energy. You just need to kind of pick up the pace a little bit with applying it to the areas of your life that you truly want to explore. You need, once again, balance. That's just coming through, because in this life you're struggling even more than you did in your past life. In the past life, yes, you were struggling with connecting with yourself, but you were very successful. You had all this energy going into your work and into your career, and you had a ton of friends, and you were very social, but you knew that there was a part of you that you weren't exploring. And in this life, you might not be as successful as you were, because that energy, it didn't stop in your past life and start again. It's continuous, just our bodies are new and fresh in this life, and your energy is starting to slow down. You're losing the ability to be at your full potential because you're not balancing out where you're putting your energy. And it might be weird, like, how can I be successful in one aspect if I take energy away and put it to other areas? It actually, that will help, because we need to be creative. Our souls need outlets to express itself in multiple different ways. So yes, if you put all your energy into one thing, you're going to be successful for a while. Just think of it like a graph, like you're going up, and then you're at your peak, and then you start declining. But if you level out your energy to multiple fields, your soul is always going to feel satisfied. It's always going to feel that it has the right areas to express itself. So by default, it's going to allow all the areas of your life to continue rising, because one isn't taking from the other, and they're equally kind of flowing through. Okay, and also we have the Eight of Pentacles, so hard work. Yeah, you are a hard worker, group number one. You are people who, you work hard for what you want, and you might be wondering right now why you're not seeing the results that should be coming, because you feel that you're working very hard, but in reality, you're lacking energy. And because you're lacking energy, the results of what you're looking for aren't coming as fast, because your energy is slowed down. It's really kind of coming down it's losing momentum. But also that doesn't mean that you can't pick it back up, because the Eight of Pentacles is representing hard work. It might take some time to rebuild yourself, but you have the potential. You have the opportunity and the energy to be able to change this pattern and bring balance into your life again. But it's going to take work, and it might be hard, because right now you're really feeling that things aren't working out, even though you're putting your all into them, take a break from this. Find something else that makes you happy and explore that area. So let's see what your past life, what energy your past life is bringing into this life that can be helpful. So we have, I am open to love in various forms. Right off the bat, this is confirming that you need to have various outlets in your life. You need to have multiple creative outlets. You can't put all of your energy into one thing. You're going to burn out. And like I said before, it might not make sense because like, oh, how do I put my energy into multiple things and not burn out if I'm burning out when my energy's in one thing right now? It's just the way it works, you know. We need to have creative outlets in multiple areas in order for our soul to be happy and to be thriving and to feel like it has the opportunity to express itself in multiple different ways. And you need to open up your heart, and you need to open up areas in your life for new things to come in that you never really even considered or never allowed a spot in your life. And for some of you, this is coming through as relationships. So while feeling, you know, the energy of your past life, there was a lot of social energy and work energy, but not a lot of relationship energy. And I feel that one of the aspects that you need to put more attention to and more energy to is your dating life. And this isn't for everyone, of course, this is a general reading, but I feel that for some of you specifically, an important part to your soul, to you personally, is having a relationship. So don't push that away because right now you're putting all your energy into one thing. If it's important to you to have a relationship, then take time and start going out on dates. You know, make a profile someplace, start meeting people, go out to the bars, go be social, and allow love to come into your life. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, next we have, I affirm that all life is sacred. Yeah, this right here is making me feel that you, although in your past life and in this life you kind of choose one thing to put on a pedestal and put all your energy to, that you need to see that there's other things in life that are worth your energy. They're worth your time. So you might have grown up in a household that pushed you to focus on work and school. Yeah, that's great, but don't forget about the other things that you want in life. If you want a relationship, if you want a family, do that. You know, you don't have to keep up with the pattern that you need to focus on one or two things in your whole life. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? We're here once. We need to do the things that we want to do and enjoy every area of life that we want to enjoy. So with these two cards, I'm feeling, group number one, that this is about love. You need to bring more love into your life. You need to be, whether this is through friendships, it doesn't have to be through relationships. Maybe this is just about wanting to make more friends, or finding a new friend group, or joining a social club. You need to really put your energy out there. You know, I feel that you have so much that you're just kind of, it's like knocking at the door, you know, like just open the door and let it all flow, let it all out. Enjoy every part of life that you truly want to enjoy, and understand that it's okay for other areas of your life to have your attention. Okay, that's the beauty about life. We have so many outlets for us to be creative in. Those are just as important as the other serious things that you put energy into. Okay, next we have, I keep the waters pure. Yes. Okay, so for group number one, I feel that I keep going back to like the influence of the people around you. Really, I feel that you've either grown up with or you're around energy of, you know, you need to do this, it needs to be like this, and you need to put all your energy into this, you're not going to feel successful. With this, keep the water's pure. You know, water represents our emotions, and I feel that you need to keep your emotions and your energy pure from other people's force and opinions. Of course, it's great to take into account other people's opinions, but really the only person who knows what's best for you is you. The only person who knows what you truly want is you. You need to keep your headspace and your emotions clear of other influences and start letting your own voice speak. Start letting your inner voice, kind of have control and be like, hey, we've been wanting to do this, let's do it. Keep that energy, because that's also expanding what you do in your life and what areas you allow energy to go out into. That's going to make you so much happier. It's going to bring you enlightenment. It's going to bring you joy. It's going to bring you abundance in other areas of life, even if you have no clue how they're related. Because when your frequencies are boosted, they're boosted in every aspect. And that's going to help keep you balanced and pure and happy and really following your divine path in this life. Let's see what other guidance we have for you. Okay, so we have bold. Unleash your adventure side. Take the risks and start daring. Yes, do what you want to do. Group number 1. I have so much energy of excitement and oh my gosh, I want to do this, and this, but yet, oh no, I can't. I got to focus on this. No, take the risks, take the jumps, go do what you want to do, because the only person who is truly going to enjoy it is you. If you, let's say you want to go skydiving or you want to go scuba diving or something, that's going to bring you joy and it's not going to affect anyone else. So why let other people's opinions stop you from doing something you want to do? You know what I'm saying? In the end, they're choosing to let your life affect them. It's not your life has to line up with their life. No, this is your life. You're here to live it. If you want to do something, if you want to start adventuring, if you want to start traveling, make those changes, because you don't want to look back in 20, 30 years and be like, damn, I wish I did that. You want to look back and be like, I'm glad I put the energy to that. Even if it wasn't the best experience, at least I can say I experienced it. Okay, let's see what other guidance we have. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't see. This ring light is making my eyes woo. Okay, I really can't read this card. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Like I said before, group number 1, you have this strong energy inside of you filled with wisdom and intuition. Let those things come out to the surface. Let those things really come into reality, because you are the only one who can attract what you want and create the life that you want. So take the risks, start looking into love, start going out and being more social and making more friends. Don't let that energy of, oh, I'm stuck here, so I'm just gonna sit here. Change it, change the patterns. You have this strong energy of being fully capable of doing it. You just have to do it. You just have to make it a reality. That's really it. There's nothing else to start other than changing your mindset and accepting that, hey, I'm in control of my life. If I want to do something that brings me joy, I'm gonna do it. Point blank. That's just what it is. Okay, and last we have past life. This situation involves your past life memories. Woo! Okay, group number 1. That you just can't ask for a clearer confirmation than that. You literally have the past life card. This is completely confirming that this energy is coming from your past life. So don't let something that you lived once before control your life now. It's time to make new patterns and set new intentions, and don't let the energy of, oh, I need to focus on work, I need to focus on school, take over your life. No, dive deep. You guys are spiritual, you guys are powerful, you're filled with wisdom. Let all of that come to light. Don't let something that controlled your past life control this life, okay? Wow, that's crazy that your last card was past life. The universe really surprises me every day. That's crazy. So yeah, group number 1, it's time for you to take control of your life again. Take control of your energy. And it's going to be hard to fight patterns that, we've pulled with us from a past life, but that's why we have, that's why we have the universe. That's why we have whatever higher power you believe in, whether you look towards your own higher self, or you believe in gods, or you don't believe in gods. Either way, the universe is there. That's a fact. We are a part of the universe. We are living in the universe. Look to them, say, hey, I need signs to to help me, you know, steer the path. I'm not sure where to go. Talk to the universe, ask for signs. You know, you are the one who's really creating your life, and it's time to take all this energy that you have within you and apply it to your life and bring on the things that you want. Because group number one, I also feel that you guys are, whatever you're meant to do, you're meant to do it to the fullest extent. Like the fact that you were so incredibly successful in your past life, that energy is not going away. You know, that's your energy, that's your core. Bring that energy to light in this life and make something of it, because whatever you guys put your energy to is going to be amazing. So don't spend it doing things that you don't really want to do. You know, spend it doing things that you do want to do and that are going to bring you joy, because honestly, you're really not going to know what you want until you start doing things that make you happy. Because then you're going to realize, like, oh, this is amazing. I want to keep doing things that bring me joy. And that's how you explore other avenues and find your passion. You know, you're not going to find your passion in this life by staying in one bubble. You need to break out of that bubble and experience all the bubbles. Okay, so group number one, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Comment down below if you feel this energy affecting you now. You know, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, comment down below, and I would love to talk to you guys and answer some questions. So that's all group number one. I hope you have a great day. Bye. If you chose pile number 2, clear quartz, welcome. Let's get into your past life. So let's see what energy, who you were, what was going on. So we have the crown chakra, spiritual union, transformation, and intuition. Oh, okay, group number 2. You guys were some powerful people in your past life. Wow. Okay, yeah, so let's start with the crown chakra and the spiritual union first. Group number 2, I feel like in your past life, you guys were very spiritual beings. You were someone who was very enlightened and open-minded and very connected to the universe. And I feel that a lot of you had spent your past life with your soulmate, with your twin flame. And I feel that I'm feeling the energy of your past life. You and your partner were just like a power couple, and I feel that this energy is definitely leaning over into this life, which is great. But yeah, your group number 2, your past life, oh my gosh, it's just so, I'm actually sweating. I'm starting to sweat. This energy is so intense and so just I don't even know the words for it, just so enlightened, I feel. So we have the transformation and the intuition card right here. These, I feel like you guys were spiritual teachers, maybe even some sort of like Reiki healer or a shaman, but you guys were definitely living in your spiritual realm in your past life. And yeah, I'm definitely feeling that you guys were spiritual teachers also with your partner. You and your partner were spiritual teachers. Oh, wow. Okay, so I feel like also you not only were you spiritual teachers, but I feel that some of you, group number 2, were actually tarot readers and into divination and connecting with the other world per se. And I'm feeling a lot of a very strong feminine energy coming off of here. So I do feel that in this past life that we are getting in contact with, I do feel that you were a female in your past life, because that energy is just very strong. And then we have the intuition card here, group number 2, which makes me really feel that you guys were just really embracing your feminine power. And so I don't really like to use timelines, but honestly, right now, the 1970s is just in my head, you know? And when we're in the realm of past lives, like it can be a past life from 100, 200, 1,000 years ago, a whole different other time zone realm. Any life that your soul has once lived, no matter what plane it was on, whether it was in this world, on this earth, or in another type of realm. But for you guys, I really feel that we're tapping into a very recent past life. The 1970s is kind of just really popping out to me. Maybe that's coming out as a confirmation for you guys. Maybe you're someone who is very into the 1970s now. But yeah, I feel that you guys were just kind of like a revolutionary leader, and it's crazy how strong these messages are coming through right now, because it's coming through as just pictures for me. Like, you were just very powerful. Your energy affected and changed so many people and lives around you with this transformation card and this spiritual union. I really feel that you and your significant other in your past life were just a huge power couple, and you made some serious worldly changes. I'm feeling, wow. Also with this crown chakra, I feel that this is kind of just giving me the energy of your energy is so powerful that that's almost the same path that you're meant to be on in this life. Wow, okay, let's get deeper into this, because so far I'm just really confident and just feeling really strongly that you guys were some sort of spiritual, not just spiritual teacher, some sort of figure who really made a huge change in society as a whole. Let's see what else we have. Okay, we have 9 of Wands, and we have 7 of Pentacles. Let's just start with these. Okay, so with the 9 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles, group number 2, yeah, I feel like you guys really sacrificed a lot in your past life to bring this type of awareness and awakening to the world that you guys did bring. And I keep going back to this intuition card, group number 2. I feel like a lot of you, this energy is current. I feel that you were very intuitive in your past life. You were someone who very much so was led by your heart and by your gut feelings, and I feel that definitely caused struggle for you. It caused things to be hard, but your energy is just so strong that you've caused so much change in the world and in your life that you are meant to do the same thing in this life. And with this 9 of Wands right here, you know, he's kind of leaning down and he's holding one wand, and then there's wands behind him. And I really just feel, group number 2, that this is like your soul's kind of, not last try, but like this is your soul kind of trying to make a change in this life as well as the many lives that you have lived in the past. And I almost feel that you might struggle with feeling tired all the time and feeling drained, because I feel that your energy is so powerful and is meant to make so many differences in the world that is kind of causing an effect on you now in this life. And also with this 7 of Pentacles, group number 2, I feel that you know, you are someone who is very strong-willed, I feel, and someone who really wants to get things done and just has a really passionate drive to them, just has a really strong force. And I feel like that force has kind of caused you in this life to feel a lot of ups and downs in relation to your energy level. So I feel that you might be struggling with some areas in your life now, and that's just because, group number 2, your energy is meant to expand in so many different ways that it's almost tired. I almost feel like your soul is tired, and that you kind of need a break to, you know, revamp yourself, recharge your energy per se. So let's keep going into these. So we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Okay, group number 2, King of Pentacles and King of Wands. Yeah, you guys were definitely in a high power position in your past life, and I do feel that that's coming over into this life, that you guys are meant to be, you are meant to be transformers. You're meant to be people who make a difference in people's lives for the better. And with this King of Wands, that represents kind of like sorry, I'm trying to, sometimes it's hard for me to put these pictures that I see in my head like into words really, but I just feel that with this King of Wands, it's representing that you almost have like an empire to be you in control of in a way, but not in control per se. That's probably not the best words. I feel like almost in this life you have some sort of audience that almost needs your guidance. Yeah, that's better. Like some sort of audience that needs your guidance and needs your knowledge, whatever aspect that may be in, because I am feeling a ton of spiritual vibes, but that doesn't mean that that's going to be the category that you excel in this life. That's just the theme of your past life. So with past lives, what we deal with in one life does carry over into this life until our soul has evolved and gotten through all the lessons that we need to get through. And I feel that in your past life you were so involved with your spirituality that other aspects of your life may have fallen behind. And that's so for some of you, I feel that that energy kind of has been falling behind and is making you in this life feel very tired or drained or not really knowing what to focus your energy on. But the universe and spirit it really wants to reaffirm to you that you are meant to do great things. Like just because you're feeling a lack of energy now doesn't mean that you're gonna go your whole life not feeling good, not feeling in your element. But I do feel that a break is needed right now, group number 2. For some of you, don't forget this is a general reading, so some of you, there's multiple messages in here, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I do feel that you guys are meant to be in a very high power in this life, but maybe not necessarily push yourself as hard as you did in your past life. That's what's coming through group number 2, because although you made crazy progress in your past life and you were someone who really made a change in the world because your soul was someone who made such an impact, it's almost feeling that loss of energy in this life, and it's kind of making the energy just in general around you just feel like it's lacking a little bit. So let's see what else we have. Okay, so we have 4 of Cups. Yeah, your emotions with the 4 of Cups here, group number 2. I feel that you're kind of in this life feeling very depleted in a way, not really satisfied. You kind of see everything that you have in front of you, but you're still kind of like, oh, there's something else, there's something more. And I feel that that's because deep down on a soul level, you know that you're here to make such a huge change and be such an impactful person on the world that right now you're not there yet. So a part of you is feeling like you're missing something and it's affecting your progress now, group number 2. But Spirit really wants you to know that, it's okay to take a break, because you're not going to make progress if you keep pushing yourself and having no energy. You need to give yourself some time to rebuild that energy, to recharge yourself. And it's okay to not know exactly where you're gonna go. Part of not letting our emotions consume us is understanding that we don't always know what's coming or why it's coming or how it's coming. You just have to trust that it is coming and just follow your gut, follow your intuition, because you guys, group number 2, definitely have a really strong intuition. And that feeling of there's something else out there, there's something else I need to do, yes, that is your intuition, but don't let that emotion completely stop you from taking care of yourself the way you need to be taken care of. So take that feeling of knowing you are needed for a higher purpose, take that feeling and let it be the motivation to treat yourself right, to be healthy, to eat good foods, to replenish your energy so that you can do what's on your path now, so that you can eventually get to this higher purpose and really serve the world what you're meant to serve here. Because group number 2, you guys are definitely, with all this energy of just, being someone who people look up to and people come to for change, for encouragement, for comfort, you guys have a lot to accomplish, and I feel like that energy is almost stressing you out and draining you now. So let's see what else we have. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, group number 2, there's a little bit of a struggle here. There's in this life, and I feel that it's the energy of just your past life was so intense and so just every day. I just feel like every single day you were fighting for a cause, or you were standing up for your people, or you were really just active in your spirituality, and it's just causing a lot of struggles in this life. And group number 2, I feel that even though just because there's struggles, it doesn't mean that things can't be done. It just means that it might take a little bit longer, or it might be a little bit harder to get done, but that doesn't mean that you're not actually going to achieve them, because we have the Justice card here. And group number 2, I feel that this Justice card is representing that Spirit knows that you don't feel balanced right now. They know that you don't feel like you're in your element right now, but you just have to trust that that balance is coming, that justice to your soul is coming, that urge to be such an important person and to influence so many people. That urge will be fulfilled, but you can't jump to it. You can't forget about yourself. You need to take care of yourself, because if you can't accomplish the little things now in your path, you're not going to get to the bigger things in your path. You really need to learn, group number 2, how to balance out areas of your life so that you're not consumed in trying to figure out what this thing is, because as of now, you can't know, what I'm saying? We can't know what we're going to be doing in 10 years from now. We just have to trust that we're doing what we feel is right now, and that will lead us to what we're meant to do in 10 years. And I'm not saying don't have goals. I'm not saying don't have, things planned out, but you can only plan to a certain extent, because when it comes to the universe, our soul is on a path. We just can't see the end of the path yet. We're in it still. We're walking it. So yes, you're a creator of your own reality, but you also have to trust that as long as you do what you feel you're meant to do now, that will lead you to what your purpose is, even if it's not what you think it is right now. I feel, group number 2, that you just need to rely more on your intuition, and you need to just trust that balance and that justice that you feel needs to happen is coming, because it is. You have great changes coming, and I even feel that in this life, part of your purpose is involving your partner. But I feel that you need to take time to rest, because these kings, these people who are in this power, they didn't get there overnight. They had to go through the struggles, they had to go through the pain, they had to figure out how to balance out aspects of their life. And I feel like that's the message that Spirit is really trying to get through, group number 2, is that you need to kind of take a step back and appreciate what you have in front of you, and appreciate all the work that you've done, and respect yourself enough to, give yourself that time off that you deserve and that you need to replenish your energy, because giving yourself time to rest is helping you. It is leading you towards your goal, even if it's not physically representing what you want to do. Giving yourself energy and love and time is perfectly aligned with whatever your destiny is. You have to have energy to give energy. So let's see what messages your past self has as guidance, or just what energy your past self wants you to be aware of in this life that can help you. So we have, I embrace the all. I embrace the all. Okay, with this group number 2, yeah, I feel that this is, I'm tying this to the intuition card. I embrace the all. I feel like you guys really need to start trusting your intuition, and you need to start trusting your gut feeling, and also not just trusting it, but practicing it. I feel that group number 2, you guys are your potential is so much higher than what you even think, but it's going to come with practice and patience. So what I want you guys to do, group number 2, is really start taking note of every time your intuition kicks in. So whether it's something little or big, just take note of it. Be like, oh, I knew that was going to happen, or oh, I felt that was going to happen. Because when you recognize it, you're practicing it. You're making your conscious self more aware of that subconscious intuition feeling that you have, and that's going to grow your intuition and make it stronger. So group number 2, I feel that that's definitely a message that's coming through. You need to embrace all parts of you, every spiritual aspect, every earthly aspect. You need to really allow your energy to kind of guide you through intuition, really, because that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you guys are such spiritual beings, even if you're not in it right now and embracing that part of you, it's there and it needs to be embraced, because for you guys, it's such an important part of your purpose. Let's see what else we have. I advance through my own abilities. Yes, okay, so what I just said, this intuition, that's what I'm feeling. You advance through your own abilities. The only way that you're going to get, closer to your purpose and be successful is being true to yourself and diving deep within yourself and letting the answers to your questions come from within, because that's really what life is about. We can feel so confused about something, and the only place we're going to get answers for it is within. Group number 2. So you advance through your own abilities. I feel that you guys specifically you possess gifts and you possess talents that this world absolutely needs, as a way for whatever transition is and change is coming in the future. You are a part of it, but you need to embrace that. You need to accept every aspect of yourself right now so that you can make it a habit to trust your intuition in the future. And last card, we have I am accepting. Group number 2, you are accepting yourself. You are accepting all aspects of yourself. You need to. That's what the message is. You need to accept all aspects of yourself. Like, really, these two right here, I embrace all and I am accepting. This is just really giving me the vibes of self-acceptance. Group number 2, I feel like you guys are definitely struggling with self-acceptance and acknowledging the parts of you that you might not have acknowledged your entire life, or parts of you that you might not be surrounded by people who are into their spirituality or into their intuition, but that doesn't mean you are meant to be in their world. You clearly have your own world here that is needing to be created, and that's only going to come by you connecting yourself deep within, because when you connect to yourself inward, you're connecting to the universe outward, because we are in the universe. We're a part of the universe. We came from the universe. We have the crown chakra right here, your connection to the divine. By going within, you're going up and you're going out, and you're connecting with universal energy and the collective consciousness energy. And group number 2, I feel like you guys are just going to be such important spiritual teachers or spiritual leaders. But okay, so this just came to my mind. I feel that for some of you, group number 2, you're in a situation right now that's taking away this part of you. You're in a situation right now that is making you less connected with the parts of you that need to be expressed. Okay, so you might be feeling like you're pushing away yourself, or you're shunning parts of yourself because you're in this situation. You need to get out of that situation. It's not serving your highest purpose. It's not serving you anymore. We have to release and let go. It's just part of life. And I know it's a lot easier said than done. But group number 2, just from this reading, you were a powerful, impactful person in your past life, and that energy is coming over into this current life. But you need to get aligned with yourself. You need to stop putting yourself through struggles and battles that aren't necessary, because trust me, there's going to be enough struggles coming ahead. Okay, we all struggle. The only way to get great and become a master is to fail and is to struggle. That's just how it is, you know. So let's see what guidance your past self has for you. So divine passion, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? What did I say, group number 2? You guys need to look within. You need to dive back into yourself and realize what you want. And if your outer life isn't reflecting what you want to attract or who you want to be, you need to make changes. Embrace yourself, embrace your heart, and embrace your soul. Embrace the desires that you have for this life, even if you don't know the specifics of it. You know, just being able to sit there and say, I don't know where my path is going to take me, but I trust it's going to take me to my divine purpose. That's it. You know, the universe will guide you. You just have to put in that work. You got to meet them halfway. Just have faith that your intuition is guiding you to the right places, and follow your intuition, you know, embrace that. Because right now, group number 2, I feel like you guys aren't embracing that part of you, and you're not allowing yourself to be divinely guided. And you, group number 2, you know, there's some things in life that we just can't control, and you guys are someone who is meant to be in your realm, in your spiritual realm. So ignoring that part of you and working against it is never going to fix you onto a different path. It's just going to make things harder, because this is just what you're meant to do, group number 2. Let's see what else you have. So we have infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Oh, I feel this as guidance. I feel this as like love and protection, group number 2. And I feel like this infinite supply is almost directly coming from the universe. I feel this infinite supply of guidance, of faith, of your intuition, that's all within. You just have to trust that it's there. You have to trust that you have an infinite supply of you know, intuition and guidance from the universe that's going to bring you to where you need to be. But once again, I feel that this is all about accepting. Like this card right, oh my gosh, this is slippery. This card right here, accepting, I feel like that's kind of the main theme of this reading, is that you have all of these amazing abilities and gifts that you have brought from your past life, but you haven't started the journey of accepting them or embracing them. Okay, and last we have be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Group number 2, I feel that this is the universe telling you you need to be strong and leave whatever situation you're in that isn't fulfilling you anymore. Step away from what's not serving you in this life and step towards your heart's desire, because that's really the only path to your happiness, is through following the place where that happiness comes from, you know, your heart and your soul. Yeah, and I feel that you know, group number 2, I feel that you guys kind of self-doubt yourself, and you don't trust, trust. You don't trust yourself enough to allow your gut feeling to take control of, not control, you know what I mean, to guide your life, because it's important to have balance. Once again, it's important to also be in your mind as much as you are in your heart. It's about that balance, because too much of a good thing is still bad, you know. But I feel that overall, you guys need to realize that your energy is so much more powerful and stronger than you even think, and all it takes to start this journey is just accepting that fact that you are meant for such a high purpose, and accepting the guidance from the universe is the first step it's going to take. And then you're going to start realizing that these signs are coming to you, that these gut feelings that you have are actually leading you to situations that are making you happy and that are advancing you in the area of your life that you want to keep working on, you know. But I feel that group number 2, you guys really need to accept and trust that you have the power within to get yourself where you want to be. You don't need to you don't need to try to fit in someone else's world. You know, you guys have your own world that you need to create and that needs you, but you just have to accept that fact first so that you can move on and that you can continue living in your life's purpose, because it almost came to a stop right now. And, you know, don't let self-doubt get in your way. Don't let those thoughts of, oh, you know, I'm just not good enough, or, you know, that's just a false hope that I have that I'm going to be someone important. No, cut those thoughts out of there, because you are here for an important reason. You are meant for great things. So you need to start by accepting that as your truth. So that's what I have for you, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Leave comments down below how you felt about this reading, what came to your mind, did this spark anything for you? Leave comments down below. I'd love to chat with you guys. So until next time, bye. If you chose group number 3, Citrine, welcome. Let's get into your past life. So let's see who you were in your past life and what energy surrounded you. So first we have emotional loss, we have balance, moving on, and third eye chakra. Okay, group number 3. Okay, so I feel that in your past life, I feel that this past life that we're tapping into was one that was a life of lessons. I feel that you guys, group number 3, might not have been the most balanced or in your element in your past life, and I feel that caused a lot of turmoil and stress, and we have emotional loss here. So let's get into this more. But yeah, I feel, group number 3, that in your past life you kind of fought against, subconsciously you fought against your purpose and your destiny, and I feel that you struggled with balancing aspects of your life, and that caused you to kind of lose control of aspects of your life. And I feel that we have the third eye chakra, that your perception was off. Your perception about life wasn't really where it needed to be, and it caused you to feel a lot of pain and to lose a lot of relationships or friendships that shouldn't have been lost because that balance wasn't there. Yeah, and I feel that it kind of it forced you to move on in areas of your life where you didn't want to move on. So let's get into this in more detail. Yeah, okay, so we have the 3 of Swords. Yeah, with the 3 of Swords and this emotional loss card right here, group number 3, I really feel that in your past life you had a lot of pain and you had a lot of suffering. And whether this is because, you know, you weren't in balance with your energy, yeah, that's really what I'm feeling, is that it was kind of, you know, don't take this the wrong way, don't think that I'm being harsh, I'm just the messenger, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you almost self-sabotaged yourself. I feel like that I'm feeling that there was someone in your life, in your past life, there was someone in your life who tried to bring that balance to you and tried to help you see things the way that they needed to be seen and clearly, but I feel that you just kind of fought against this person, and once this person left your life, I feel like, and moved on, I feel like you almost realized that you messed up pretty much. And unfortunately, you realized that too late. You realized that at a time where it was too late to change your perception and change your life. And I feel that really led you to a lot of heartbreak and feeling a really heavy sense of loss. And yeah, we don't want that energy carrying over into this life. So let's see what else was going on, because let's try to fix this, group number 2. We don't want this unhealthy pattern of neglecting your divine purpose and neglecting yourself to hurt you in this life, because I'm feeling a lot of pain, a lot of, you know, misperception and lack of balance. So let's see what else we have. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so yeah, group number 3, I really feel that you were someone who was meant to, in your past life, you're someone who was meant for something great, but whether this was caused, early on, or whether this was caused later in your life, but you definitely were pushing against your own current. You were pushing against your own destiny. And also with the Knight of Cups here, this is also representing kind of like surrendering. And I feel like that is representing you not surrendering to your true self, almost your shadow self. So your shadow self is the part of you that you don't show to the world, so that could be your struggles, your demons inside, the parts of you that are just deep and dark and only you see. I feel that you never accepted that part of yourself, therefore that inner balance was thrown off whack, which then caused an outer unbalance to occur, and that's not good. We don't want that. It's one of the biggest things I feel in life is really accepting ourselves for every aspect of ourselves, even the parts we don't like, because that's really the key to allowing your energy to balance itself out. Because with good there's bad, yin and yang. There's always an opposite, and we can't be fully in our good unless we accept the bad in us. And I feel that was a huge lesson that you kind of jumped over in your past life. So in this life, it may be causing you to struggle with emotional commitments, or struggling with self-love, or struggling with, you might feel that things go good for a while and then different areas of your life start becoming unbalanced. You might notice that when something goes wrong at work, something goes wrong in a friendship or a relationship, or if something, if you get in a fight with a family member, you might get in a fight with an employee, and you might start realizing that there's a pattern of unbalance that shows up in your life, group number 3. And then we have the Sun. So this is good. This is showing, Spirit is telling you that you have that capability to change this energy, okay? Nothing is set in stone. That's why Spirit is bringing these messages to you that, yes, you struggled, and your struggles kind of consumed your past life. That doesn't mean that you can't fix it in this life, because you do have a bright future, group number 3. You do have a purpose, and you do have, your soul is meant to be here, and you're meant to live to your fullest potential and be happy and be loved and be appreciated. But we have to really get to the bottom of these patterns and figure out why you're not accepting yourself, why you're not diving deep into yourself. Maybe you're scared maybe you're scared to shine light on the dark parts of you because you're scared that they might consume you. But in reality, they're consuming you now because you're not giving them attention. You need to accept them and almost say, hey, to your, subconsciously say, hey, I recognize that this part of me is there, but you do not control me. I'm in control. You're there, but you're not in charge. Because when you do that, you are allowing that energy to be. You're accepting that energy is there, but you're not letting that energy have control. But when you're just pushing it down, you're almost feeding it more energy because it has to come out. So if you're not letting it come out, it's going to build and build and build until you have no choice but to accept it. And that's not what we want to do. We don't want things to get out of control and lose control before we balance things out. You kind of want to get in front of that, and you want to face the parts of you that you don't want to face so that you remain in control of your life. So let's see what else we have. Okay, we have the Star card. So this is great. This goes with the Sun. You have potential. You have the ability to change these patterns and start new, but you really have to accept that part of you, group number 3. That's the biggest message that's coming through, is that you need to understand that you can't get rid of these bad parts of you. You just can't. So you can either spend your whole life trying to fight it, like you did in your past, or you can accept it, embrace it, and move on. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. All right, being grounded, group number 3. I feel that, you know, with this, Pentacles represents the physical, and it represents, you know, our fruitions of our work, pretty much. And with the Nine of Pentacles, this represents security. So for you, group number 3, I feel that this is almost a sense of self-security, a sense of self-worth, feeling secure with who you are and feeling confident that you are living the life that you want to live. And that's the energy that's coming through you. That energy is there, you just aren't accepting it yet. You need to grab that energy and bring it into existence for yourself, for your conscious self. Here we have the Eight of Wands, movement. Your energy is going, and you don't want it to go in the wrong direction. You know, you want to take advantage of this momentum and make changes, because that's what I'm feeling, group number 3. We have, you know, a time coming up where the energy is going to be supporting you with making changes, and it's going to be allowing your shadow self to come up, you know, so that you can embrace it. And we also have a Mercury in retrograde this week, so you know, this might be representing that movement of energy. This week you might be feeling a spark, or kind of you're thinking about deep parts of yourself that you usually don't think about. Don't fight it. Let it flow, let it out, let it move. You know, you need to start accepting yourself so that you can bring in that security that you want in your life, because when you balance out one aspect, you're going to start balancing out the rest. Okay, next we have Three of Swords. Okay, so we have 2 Three of Swords, group number 3, and it's group number 3. So yeah, 3 is about expansion and harmony, and 3 brings the frequency of change and expanding. And like I said, this is you were heartbroken in your past life, and you allowed, you know, this energy of not wanting to accept yourself or not wanting to do any type of self-work. It caused you to be really hurt in your past life. And group number 3, I do feel that you're kind of on that path now. So now's the time to change it, okay? You clicked on this reading for a reason. You clicked this group and chose this group for a reading. For a reason. This is your reason. You need to change this energy, because you don't want to repeat the past. You don't want to be heartbroken again. And the fact that this card came up twice is like, you know, like urgent. Like, come on, you do not want the same outcome to happen. You want to live in your entirety, in your whole. And I know that you're feeling this. I know that you're feeling this energy of like, oh, you know, like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm not happy. You're not happy because you're not accepting all the parts of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You truly, it is as cliche as it sounds, you can't love others until you love yourself. And I feel that you have a soul union that's really meant to impact you and is meant to be here. But like you did in your past life, you're pushing that union away. And you don't want that, because your heart is really calling out and attracting this union, whether it's a friendship union or a relationship union. You are attracting this union, but you're self-sabotaging it by not being aligned and not being one with your true self. Okay, so let's see what guidance your past life has, what energy your past life wants you to be aware of that can help you. Okay, so we have I mold purity in high esteem. Okay, so yeah, group number 3, you need to boost your self-esteem. You need to embrace the parts of you, like I have been saying this whole video, that you just aren't accepting, because you guys are struggling deep down in your heart chakra. You guys are struggling, and that's the thing. When your heart chakra is unbalanced, everything else is going to be unbalanced. Our heart chakra is kind of the main point for all of our chakras and all of our energy points, and it helps balance out the other ones. So if you aren't working on your heart or following your heart, you really are going to cause an imbalance in other aspects of your life, and you don't want that to happen. You really need to embrace every part of you in order to truly be happy. Okay, next we have I can be trusted. I feel like group number 3, this I can be trusted card almost represents you talking to yourself, like your subconscious self. I feel like I said earlier before, you're struggling with trusting yourself, opening up these demons and these dark parts of you. You're having trouble trusting that those dark parts of you aren't going to take control of your life. But you need to trust, group number 3. You need to trust in the universe, and you need to find your faith, and you need to, talk with whatever higher power you look up to, whether it's your higher self or whatever higher power you believe in. You need to trust that those dark parts of you are not going to take control as long as you tell yourself that. If you keep telling yourself it's going to overcome me, it's going to eat me alive, it's going to ruin parts of my life, then you're going to manifest that. And that's what you did in your past life, and you don't want to manifest that again in this life. So you need to change your mindset. You need to change your perspective on your life with this third eye chakra right here, and you need to trust that you have the power to have the life that you want, and you have the power to be in control of yourself. Okay, because until you face those parts of you are not going to find true happiness. You're not going to be divinely guided, because you're not accepting every divine part of you that is in you for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what other guidance the universe has for you. So we have compassion. Release judgment about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. This is about yourself, group number 3. This is about literally, like, every single message and every single card that's coming through is just repeating, like, the same thing. Like, you just need to accept yourself. You need to understand that you have light and dark within, and you can't control that. You can't stop that. You can't change that. All you can do is embrace that and accept that, and don't let it control you anymore. Don't try to control things that can't be controlled. Just work with them. Next, we have bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Like I said before, you need to trust yourself. You need to trust in the divine and in source and in God, or in your higher self, whoever you believe in. You have to trust that you are being guided and that you have a purpose. But right now you're fighting against your own purpose. Group number 3, don't fight against your own purpose. As hard as I know it's a lot easier said than done, but you have to start that journey eventually. You got to move on. You have to move on from this energy of chaos and loss. You don't want to be sad. We have emotional loss and 2-3 of swords. We don't want that energy. Not at all. We don't want to be sad. We don't want to have broken hearts. We want to be balanced out. We want to be happy. We want to be shining like the stars that we are. But you need to embrace yourself, and you need to trust in the process, and you need to trust in the divine. And last but not least, we have leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. What did I say, group number 3? You need to follow your heart. You need to make a change in your life that will allow you to truly have that time and space to accept yourself and to love yourself to your fullest potential, and to get grounded again, and to find that sense of self-security. Because, spirit is really communicating that you wouldn't be pushed to accept yourself if it was going to backfire. And I feel like you really need that affirmation right now, that you are not being guided into disaster. You are being guided into your divine purpose. So stop fighting it, group number 3. Just accept it, love it, embrace it. You know, it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have ups and downs, but as long as you trust that those ups and downs are getting you to where you need to be, then that's exactly what you will manifest. Okay. I hope you enjoyed your reading, group number 3. Comment down below. I'd love to talk to you guys, chat with you. How do you feel about this reading? Do you have an idea of what aspect of your life needs to change in order for you to do this? You know, let's talk. Let me know if you want more clarifications or you want me to go deeper. You know, comment down below and I'll message you and we'll talk about it. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.